Standards home health treatment showing 98.5 KRS. This hour's next part of Mountain County Yoemen, the Rockdale, right here on 98.5 From the new Tiger Field in Rockdale, J. Davis and A.J. Whiteside with you. It's Battle of the Bell time. The Rockdale Tigers and the Cameron Yoemen. The Yoemen have traveled across the river, and it's once again up for contention. The bell, the Tigers trying to bring it back home after an absence of a couple of years. Tigers won it back-to-back at 16 and 17, and Yoemen won it back-to-back at 18 and 19. The Rockdale Tigers about to make their entrance onto the field. Tiger fans making some noise. Glad you could be with us this evening. The Tigers' Cameron Valdez is ready to be the captain. The Tigers ready to take the field. They're in their tent there.
And of course,
this atmosphere, AJ, is just something special.
It's still something special, but if you look across the way and in our stands, you see some spots, and of course, everybody know what that is the cause of, causing that. It's a limited number of tickets, but as many as they could get in here, it looked like whatever that was, they're here.
Yeah, the pandemic situation has limited the number of fans, and so we do hope that some folks are tuning in either on the radio or on the SHN on by video feed. We appreciate everyone tuning in for that. And get Steve Young, of course, is out there taking some photos, and it's I think as the season has gone, it's not a stretch to say that Cameron is a favorite, but the way these games have gone, the way that it goes and the emotion and everything, you just never can tell.
And of course, Cameron come in at 3-1, losing the game not on the field, but due to the COVID situation to the Lexington Eagles, and of course that's where the unevenness of games come from between Rockdale and Cameron. But it seems as though Cameron's going in a different direction, but you have to look at the whole picture, not only just loss and wins and losses. And I'll try to expound on some of that as the broadcast goes on. But you have to look at the whole picture, and of course all Rockdale needs to do is come out and show who they are.
Let's listen in to the national anthem. And away we go. I'll tell you what, I got the gold shirt going on here, the KRXT shirt with the gold coloring, but also the cap I got on this evening is the Come and Take It Gonzales cap. I went down to Gonzales and got the souvenirs. This October 2nd is the anniversary of the Battle of Gonzales from Texas history. The Come and Take It
and that is always interesting part of history, and of course got to be one of my favorite history stories, like learning about that also.
Always kind of a fun thing. You can kind of say it's the Battle of the Bell is kind of a come and take it kind of thing, whichever school has got it, So anyway.
Heads has been called. It is tails. Rockdale, you won the toss. Rockdale is elected to receive. Cameron will you defend. Get there. All right. Okay, put you back to the scoreboard. Rockdale, swing around this way. Good ball game. Rockdale will receive. Gentlemen, go to your sidelines. Good luck.
All right. Zachorian Spikes, the captain for the Yoemen. And Cameron Valdez, the senior captain for the Tigers. Only one captain per team, of course, with all the COVID restrictions and all that. And so we're ready to go. Tigers will be receiving first. They'll be working from left to right. As from our vantage point here, we're just about set for football, AJ.
And, of course, that was a different swing of things. The Tigers won the toss and elected to receive. Normally, I wouldn't say normally, but recently, in most cases, you would defer. Of course, I always like to go back to the old school days. You win the toss, you want the football. So that's what the Rockdale Tigers did. They're going to showcase their offense first against the Yoe defense, and we're just about ready to play some football.
Kind of fits the words of Coach Jacob Kansas, as he said they want to kind of get some momentum going.
Got to get something going first. And I say you don't necessarily have to score first. It's always a good thing to do that, but I mean, it's just something about scoring first that get the juices flowing. And of course, these two teams are ready to play some football.
Well, there's Davion Scott back deep, but we expect the ball to be kicked off to the mid-range. Anthony Dansby is one of those standing at about the 35-yard line. That's where it normally goes, around that area. And we're set to go. Glad you could be with us. Jesse Martinez handling kickoff chores for the Yeomen. There's that pop-up kick. Fair catch call for May by the Tigers at their own 40-yard line. And so the Tigers will start 1st and 10 from there.
And I wouldn't have betted you that was going to be that type of a kick.
And I saw him kind of bobble it and kind of go to one knee, and I thought, oh, no.
Not right off the bat.
Not right off the bat.
So Tigers on offense first at 40-yard line. Battle of the Bell, 2020. I guess I could say that. No pause there with the saying the 2020. But it is what it is. That's what it is.
There you go. Kobe Mitchell in the gun for the Tigers. The wing back look to the left. And off Valdez up the middle. And Yoemen meet him in the middle of the line. Nowhere to go. Stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Will bring up 2nd down.
And, of course, lots of dancing there by Valdez, but nowhere to go. Yoe defense had that one scoped out. And, of course, another thing I was going to stress, Rockdale has to get some positive yardage, at least 4 yards, I would say, on 1st down all night long. They cannot play from behind the chains all night.
2nd and 10 from the 40 in the gun. 2 backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the right. Snap back. Handoff coming wide right to Valdez. Has some room. 45. That's about the 46-yard line. Brought down by several defenders there.
Much better run that time by Cameron. Picking up about 6 yards. Going to bring up around 3rd down and 3.
And leading the charge, Landon Green getting the stop. We have 3rd down and about 3 in the gun. 4 wides, 2 to each side. Mitchell takes a snap back to throw. Pressure coming. Steps up. Rolls to his right. 45 midfield. Steps out of bounds. Right at the stick. And should be enough for 5-star Colin 1st down. And it is.
And that was a good job by Mitchell that time because he was actually hit in the backfield, but the Yoe defenders could not bring him down, and he just bounced his way out to the outside, fell forward, picked up the 1st down.
10:43 to go in the 1st quarter. No score. Rockdale has possession first. Right at midfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right this time. Mitchell takes a snap. Hand off. Valdez up the middle, and then he gets stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there. Leading the way, Eduardo Gill for the Yeomen.
And, of course, that's one of their best defensive player, Mr. Gill. And, of course, he had a fantastic, if I can get it out, fantastic year last year. And, of course, he's a player, and that's the one you want to try to stay away from on defense if you can.
In the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 10:14 to go in the 1st quarter of play. Snap back to Mitchell. Pressure coming, rolling to his left. Looking to throw. Dancing back. Throwing back across his body. Throwing down the left side. It's broken up incomplete. Oh, that looked dangerous. And it was just broken up.
And, of course, fell to the turf. At least you have a chance to play on 3rd down, but you're going to put yourself in the 3rd down in long situation, something that I always say you have to stay away from no matter what level of football you're playing.
So The Tigers working from the right hash. Quick communication to the call. Now they line up. In the gun, 2 backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the left. Three-man front for the Yoemen. Snap is back. Play action fake. Pass over the middle is complete. Dansby working his way across the 40 for a 5-star Colline's first down for the Rockdale Tigers.
Forward progress ought to get it to him. He was across the marker and knocked backwards, but the forward progress is going to get him the first down by about 2 feet, maybe a yard there.
Tigers have a different look as far as the jerseys go, or their uniforms. It's blue jersey tops, gold helmets with the blue script, and they're wearing black pants. We haven't seen that look.
And I would just like to see the Tigers pick up decent yardage on first down and try to stay away from the third down and long, but they've overcome 2 of them.
1st and 10 from the 39. And off Valdez says, home over the left side. Big hole, 25 to the 20, 15 to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. That's a touchdown for Cameron Valdez.
And that's going to be about 39 yards or so.
A 39-yard touchdown indeed for Cameron Valdez, and the Rockdale Tigers are on the board first. What a drive.
Good job by the Tiger offense. And as I said, you want to score first. That's not going to necessarily mean that you win the ball game, but it'll put this group in a different mindset because they have not accomplished that in the last 4 weeks. Really, I don't think even in the games that they've won, I don't think they scored first. Maybe in the Taylor game, but I know
the extra point is tipped and blocked. And so that is the Tigers jump out, take the first lead, 6-0 with 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football from the Rockdale Country Football Broadcast booth on KRXT. Stay with us.
The Parsley family reminds you their locations are serving through their drive-thrus. Lee's Landing, Chicken Express, and Texas Fajita. Lee's is open every day except Wednesday. Chicken Express 7 days a week, and Texas Fajita Friday and Saturday. Use the drive-thru at Lee's Landing, Chicken Express, and Texas Fajita.
Your Napa dealer on West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale specializes in those hard-to-find parts, from old car parts to that bearing for that treadmill. Whatever you need, they can probably find it for you. And don't forget, if you want to dress up your old car or truck, or if you just got a brand-new truck, they've got Nerf bars, bumpers, floor liners, rims, mud tires. And if they don't have what you need in stock, they've got trucks that deliver daily. That's at your Napa dealer on West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale. Call them at 512-446-2505.
Back at the new Tiger Field in Rockdale. Davis at your right side with you. Getting ready for the kickoff. Pop-up kick taken by the Yoemen at the 30. Gets to the 35 and runs into a host of Tigers at about the 35-yard line. About the 36 is where they'll spot him. And let's get the touchdown summary with AJ.
Okay, Tigers got off to a good start this week. 6-0 is the score. 8-play, 60-yard drive ended up in a 39-yard touchdown run by Cameron Valdez. The point after touchdown was blocked, but the Rockdale Tigers lead 6-0. Now the Yoemen, they are showcasing their offense starting at about the 36-yard line.
Zane Ziner, the quarterback, in the gun, 2 backs in the backfield. Hard count now, keeper up the middle. There's a put on shoot up until a penalty flag as Ziner makes his way forward across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. It's probably got to be an offside against the Tigers here. We'll check with the official.
Offside. Number 3 is the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
It is indeed. Put on shoot up a total penalty against Cameron Valdez for offside. So it'll be 1st and 5.
Of course, got to not give them anything. And, of course, that's one of the things that said that they're going to have to try to stay away from. Of course, that's like them running a 5-yard play, picking up 5 yards. 1st down and 5.
Empty backfield. 5 receivers set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Snap back to Ziner. Back to throw. Quick pass out in the right flat. A wheel route complete. Has some room down the right sideline. The 40, 35, 30. Chased. Brought down to just across the 35. Not quite to the 30, about the 32-yard line is where he's brought down. That'll be a 1st down for the Yoemen.
And, of course, that's what they've been doing best also.
Zeinert in the gun. They'll go empty backfield again. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They'll go to the sideline for the call. Snap is back. Quick pass right side. Incomplete. That'll bring up a second down. I'm not really sure who that was intended for.
Looked like there was 2 Rockdale defenders there before. But, and of course, that's what they do. They try to throw the little quick pass and little out routes, and that's the way they try to move the ball down the field.
Almost like a Texas Tech kind of offense. So it'll be second down and 10 from the 32-yard line. It's 8:40 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Rockdale with the lead. 3 receivers to the left. Snap is back. Quick pass left flat complete. Under pressure, and he's brought down. Jacorian Spikes brought down back at about the 38-yard line. A loss of about 5 on the play.
And that was a strange-looking play. I don't know whether or not Spikes was trying to find somebody to throw the ball to also, but really the Tigers snuffed that one out nicely. And, of course, got to keep them going backwards. Can't let them overcome this.
In the shotgun from the left hash, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Snap is back. Back to throw, rolling out to his right under pressure. Chase throws back across the middle. Pass is complete. Across the 20 to about the 18. That'll be enough for a first down to the receiver, Jaden Sanchez.
And, of course, he's one of their weapons also. Had 2 of the Rockdale Tigers defenders right there, and looked like one of them probably had a shot at least knocking the football down. It was one of those plays where they pretty much was, I guess, counting on the other one to do just that. But that was a pretty big play for the Yoe offense, because that was a big yardage play needed to pick up the first down. That's what they did.
Yoemen in the Miller Stars red zone from the 18. First and 10. 7:36 to go in first quarter. 6-0 Rockdale leads. Flaxen, the keeper, by the quarterback, Zeinert, across the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. That'll bring out the second down. Picked up a couple.
Picked up a 2. Tackle made on the play.
Again, it's kind of a strange feeling looking out there and seeing not a packed house. It's because of the COVID-19 situation, the pandemic.
Has pretty much changed everything. Not only for this game, just across the state, across the nation, for that matter.
Got people crowded around radios and around their computer screens and things like that, I'm sure. In the gun on second down, back to throw Zeinert. Pass right side, complete across the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. It should be enough. Line at the stick. I think it's enough for a first down. It is. It'll be first and goal at about the 8.
And that was a well-run pattern by Sanchez. There, he broke it off right at the stick, about a foot beyond the stick, and the ball was right there. When he turned around, it was there.
So, first and goal at the 8. Quickly, the Yoemen get down the field. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Rockdale leads. In the gun, Zeinert. Snap is back. Keeper left side. Down to about the 7-yard line. Maybe about the 8, about the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much more. It'll bring up second down, and a Tiger player is shaken up.
And, of course, this drive started at the 36-yard line for the Yoemen. And this will be coming up their 9th play of the drive.
I said that. The player, I think it was Avila, that was a little slow to get up, but he went ahead and got up, and he's going to stay out there. No medical attention required. Second and goal at the 8. In the gun, snap back. Hand off over the right side. Has room to the 10, to the 5. Chase breaks a tackle to the goal line. That's a touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run. Fabian Bynum, I believe, the ball carrier, takes it in for the touchdown.
8-yard run, nice run around the right side. Didn't look like he was going to get in initially, but he kind of slowed down and stuck the ball out, broke the play, and got into the end zone.
And so, The game is tied. The extra point for the lead for the Yoemen. Kick is on the way, and it's no good. Well, so both teams miss extra points. Time on the field, 6:03 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6-all. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football from the Rockdale Country Club broadcast booth on KRXT. Stay with us.
The Oriental Kitchen in the Waymore Plaza in Rockdale has your favorite Chinese dishes. They're open 11 till 9 every day, Monday through Saturday. Lunch special, $7.95, 11 till 3 Monday through Friday. And with the lunch, you get soup, you got rice, and the egg roll. They have cauliflower rice, baby bok choy, and other healthy options. Everything is made to order. They don't cook till you order at Oriental Kitchen. No heat lamps. And they have great desserts, too. Senior citizens get a free dessert with the purchase of a meal every Saturday at Oriental Kitchen. It's an exciting time at Rockdale Country Ford in Rockdale on Highway 79. We're excited to tell you that Eric Paulson is back as general manager. And you know Eric, he won't miss a car deal if there's one to be had. Also exciting is the new Ford Bronco and the Mustang Mach-E. In addition to exciting things happening, if you're ready to buy, there are huge rebates on models like the EcoSport with a $7,000 rebate and the newly redesigned Expedition with zero interest up to 72 months. Get excited. Get on down to Rockdale Country Ford.
The pop-up kick for the Tigers, taken by Robert Owens across the 30 out to about the 33-yard line. This is for the Tigers to start first and 10. Now let's get the touchdown somewhere with AJ.
Okay, 64-yard drive in 9 plays for the Cameron Yoemen. 8-yard touchdown run by Fabian Bynum around the right side. And the Yeomen's point out the touchdown was no good also. So we are knotted up at 6. It's Cameron and Rockdale tied up at 6-6-6.
So in the gun is Kobe Mitchell, quarterback. Wing back to the right. And in motion, Keshawn Raven. We've got whistles. Put on the shoot up a total penalty flag.
Foul start. Number 50 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Number 50 of the offense. Tackle Chris Vargas.
Of course, that's what you cannot do. We say that every week, but it holds true every week also.
So, it'll be first and 15 now for the Tigers. From their own 28.
Ball to the Lady Yoemen.
In the gun. Slot right. And no play action. Pass over the middle for Keshawn Raven, and he's banged it down. The ball's knocked away incomplete. The Cameron defender came up. It was going for the ball, and it just kind of knocked Keshawn Raven sideways.
It's been a dangerous play there, but if he had somehow could have reeled that one in, he had some running room, but the Yoe player, he was right there. So
he was legitimately going for the ball.
Yeah, he was going for the football. There's no problem with that.
Second and 15 in the gun. Snap is back. And off Valdez up the middle, barreling forward, across the 32, about the 35-yard line. It'll be third down at about 9 for the Tigers. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. 6-6 we're tied. Rockdale and Cameron. Tigers basically huddling out there. It's kind of different to see that.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. Didn't have any words to. We don't see huddles a whole lot here.
Snap is back. Mitchell under pressure, rolling to his right, escapes a sack, now throws down the field. Pass is complete. Breaks a tackle for the 40. Dragging the defenders down to about the 36-yard line. It'll be enough for a 5-star Column first down. A big play by Anthony Dansby.
And that was almost one of those no, yes type deals because the Yeoman brought pressure on Mitchell and flushed him out. He rolled around to the right near the sideline, kind of just stopped there. It was almost no, yes. Great.
First and 10 for the Tigers at the 36. Handoff. Valdez over the right side, trying to slip through and brought down after a gain of about a yard on the play. Bring up second down at about 9 at 35. 4:40 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6, Rockdale and Cameron.
Just received word from
What's this?
the Lady Tigers beat the Lady Yoe in 4 cents.
There you go. Rockdale beats Cameron in volleyball earlier this afternoon. Second down and 9 for the Tigers in the gun. 4 wides, 2 to each side from the right hash. Snap is back. Hand off Valdez of the right side. Makes his way down to about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 5.
And of course, third down and 5 is better than third down and 7 and 8, believe it or not. And of course, I think they're in a good situation where if they don't pick it up here, they probably go for it, I'm sure, because they'll pretty much be in that proverbial no man's land. So we'll just see what happens, and hopefully they'll just pick it up here.
So third down, snap back to Mitchell. Under pressure, steps up, trying to throw the pass. The ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Yoemen. That looked like a Tom Brady, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of flew out of his hand and knocked out of his hand as he was throwing it, and it's recovered. There's a fumble. It's recovered by the Yoemen at about the 41.
And I thought sure that was going to possibly be just an incomplete pass, but
Tuck rules, I was thinking.
Yeah, no, there you go. No replay there, but and of course the Yeomen come up with the football in decent field position at about the 41.
So Tigers fumble. First and 10 for the Yeomen. Handoff up the middle. 45 midfield. Just rumbling forward across to about the 49-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Chase Mayfield made a stop for the Tigers. It'll be first and 10 for the Yeomen at the 49 in the gun. One back in the backfield. Slot receiver to the right. One receiver in motion. Play action. Oh, it's a give. Jet sweep coming right. 45 down to about the 44-yard line. On the carry is Corian Spikes. Picks up about 5 on the play. Bring a second down.
And, of course, the Tigers had a drive that was stopped by the fumble. They were down around the 30-yard line. And, of course, it'll be advantageous for the Tigers to slow or stop the Yeomen. 6-6 is a score, tied up. Both teams extra points, no good after the touchdown.
Second and 5 at the 44 of the Tigers. Snap is back. Quick pass over the middle. And did he make the catch? I guess he did. It is complete to about the 40-yard line. We have third down at about a yard. Davion Scott made the tackle for the Tigers. 1:38 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6. So far, these two teams kind of battling at each other like a couple of boxers, just kind of try to feel out the early part of the match here. Third down and a yard at the 40. In the gun, 2 backs in the backfield, and early movement up front by the Yeomen, by Dominic Rangel. Put on shoot, little penalty, moving back 5 yards.
Just trying to get an early start, and it was obvious, particularly when you're out there on the end by yourself, you can't help but be seen. So let's see what the Yoe offense do and the Tiger defense do with that.
Third and 6, handoff up the middle. Across the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. Going to be just short of the first down. Fourth down and a couple.
Number 5, Fabian Bynum, the ball carrier.
Bynum on the carry.
Number 2, Chase Mayfield.
Chase Mayfield leading the charge on the stop. Fourth down here for the Yeomen. Going to go for it. They're in kind of no man's land.
Yep, that you can see why they would do that.
In the gun. Slot receiver to the left. Wide out split to each side from the right hash. Now they're backing away with a quick kick. Punted away by Zeinert. It will bounce into the end zone for the touchback. And the Tigers will start first and 10 for their own 20.
And I'm going to tell you what that shows me, that Coach Brashear decided to do that. He realizes that this is a big football game and nobody really has the momentum right now. And he did not want to be stopped. And I'm really surprised that they kicked the ball away. But, I mean, that's what good coaches would do. That was kind of a surprise there.
as I say, kind of reading the room, getting a sense of the way the momentum is going. It'll be 1st and 10 of the Tigers from their own 20. Donovan Mitchell at quarterback, in the gun.
And he really didn't want the ball to go into the end zone. That's the thing.
The man in motion. And off the middle. Trying to barrel forward is Cameron Valdez to about the 21-yard line. Pick up about a yard, bring up 2nd down. Fabian Solomon on the stop of the Yoemen. That should be the last play of the first quarter. Time running down off the clock. Final 2 seconds. That will be the end of the first quarter of play. The Rockdale Tigers and the Cameron Yoemen tied at 6 after 1 quarter of play in the Battle of the Bell, the 2020 edition. We'll come back to the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on 98.5 KRXT. Stay with us.
If you're looking to build a new home, remodel your existing home, or just give your home or business a fresh coat of paint, Bland Construction would love to give you a quote. For over 41 years, Bland Construction has proudly served the Rockdale and surrounding areas and proudly supports the students, student athletes, and school staff of all surrounding districts. Give them a call at 512-446-2693 or visit their website, www.blandcc.com. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Have you heard the news? There's a new business in town. It's Two Doors Down Embroidery at 229 North Main in Rockdale. Stop in and let Kathy or Sandy help you. Two Doors Down is open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, with personalized gifts for all special occasions. Embroidery, custom vinyl, and custom print items. Owner Kathy Perry invites you in today. 512-543-5090 is the telephone number, or email twodoorsdownembroidery@gmail.com.
First play of the second quarter, Cameron Valdez on a 2nd down and 9, gets caught in the backfield, loses a couple yards, bring up 3rd down at about 11 as we start the second quarter. We're tied at 6. Rockdale and Cameron, the 2020 Battle of the Bell.
And once again, exposing your playbook, limited what you can do with the 3rd down and long. Cameron had nowhere to go that time, but credit good defense by the Yoe lineman there.
3rd down and 11. 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Back to throw. Mitchell under pressure, and he is sacked back at about the 10-yard line, about the 9, in fact. And the Tigers will have to punt it away from deep in their own territory. We saw last week that can be a bit of a circus in and of itself.
Yes, indeed, without a doubt.
But the pressure was coming, and Mitchell really didn't see it until the last second when the defender was right on him. So, 4th down, 4th and 20. Standing in his own end zone to punt it away. Snap is back. Pressure on the punt. The punt is away. Takes the bounce. The Tigers will down it at their own 40-yard line. And that's where Cameron will start 1st and 10. And when the opponent starts, we'll be at the 39-yard line. In fact, when the opponent starts in your territory, you have to kind of buckle down and just get ready and see if you can get the stop here.
Exactly. Come up with a turnover. And, of course, that's what the Tiger defense is going to have to come up with. Look like the Tigers going to have to try to do on offense, going to have to try to, if I can get it out, try to block, trying to write and talk at the same thing, try to get better blocking up front for the QB on offense.
1st and 10, Yoemen with the handoff coming wide, brought down across the 40, about the 37, and that's a full unshootable, so penalty flag is down, and Farrell Hemphill went down, and he was dragged down. At least it looked from here like it was his face mask, and it is personal foul. The fans are booing, but it looked to me like that's the right call.
Yeah, and you go off the way he was jerked backwards too. To be honest, I didn't really see where the hand had gone.
Yeah, you can't. Sometimes you catch sometimes you can catch like a shoulder pad, and it kind of looks like that.
Yes, you could get the ear flap area
Yeah.
of the helmet also.
So, Yoemen benefit from the penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. In the gun, 2 backs to backfield, slot left. Here's a handoff coming left, and the Tiger defense slowing him down. Back the line of scrimmage brought down is Armando Reyes. Or Fabian Bynum, sorry.
And, of course, good play by the Rockdale Tigers. Looked like that was going to be a decent gainer. But Yoemen still set up in pretty good field position. 2nd down, and you deep off inside of Rockdale territory.
2nd and 9 at the 22. We're tied at 6, 9:48 to go in the first half. Tigers showing a blitz. Snap is back. Fletcher coming, rolling to his left. Under some pressure, steps up, throws the ball down the field. They'll just throw it out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Good pressure for the Tigers there, bringing the blitz.
Exactly, and I think that's what they're going to have to do all night. Well, not necessarily all night, but more times than not, because with the receivers that Yoe has and Hip Hill and Spikes, you don't want to give Zionher time to find those guys. So I think that would be a great thing for the Rockdale Tigers to disguise defenses a little bit and occasionally bring a little pressure like that.
3rd and 9 is a big defensive down for the Tigers. 3rd and 9 with 3 receivers into the left. Snap is back. Zionert rolling out to his left, throwing the pass to the left and throwing it out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down. And that just seems like it just makes up a big defensive stop for the Tigers.
It will be, in fact, if they could get it. And, of course,
Number 77 will be off that. That penalty will be declined.
Put on a little penalty flag of holding against the Yoemen, so it's decline and it's 4th down.
and I did not see the hold.
I didn't see it either.
Well, neither did I have to, and that's why I'm up here with the headset on. But
so, 4th down, and this would be a big momentum play here if the Tigers can get a stop on this 4th down play.
And, of course, this is where Yoe usually like to try to run some type of a crossing pattern or what have you. Although they're bringing it 2 wide out, so 1 wide out to the sideline.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, from the left hash on 4th down. 2 backs in the backfield. Snap is back. Zinert sets, looks, hit as he throws, right, and the pass is intercepted. Deshaun Raymond gets the interception, looking for a return. Back the other way to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, sideline 25, to the 30. Has room on the sideline to the 40, 45, midfield, and pushed out of bounds.
Wow.
Big defensive play by Deshaun Raymond.
And not only was it a big defensive play by intercepting the ball,
2
he
receivers to the right, 1
brought
to
it
the
out
left,
to
from the
around
left hash on
midfield.
4th down. 2 backs to
the
the
interception was going to give
Snap is
the
back.
Rockdale Tigers the football anyway, even if it had fallen complete, they were going to have the football, but just a little bit added there.
All the way to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, sideline 25, to the 30. Has room on the sideline to the 40, 45, midfield,
if he just knocks it down,
they get the ball back where Kevin had it line of scrimmage, but 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, from the left hash on 4th down. 2 backs to the backfield. Snap is back.
Deal there at that time.
Hit as he throws,
So the
right,
Tigers-
and the pass is intercepted. It's returned to midfield. 9:16 to go in the first half. Tigers have 1st and 10. Handoff Valdez up the middle, spinning out to the 45-yard line and brought down. End of about 5 on the play, bring up 2nd down. All-time leading rusher in Rockdale history, Cameron Valdez.
And, of course, he's just going to add to that. Still have 4 games and 3 and 2.5 quarters to add to that lead. So congratulations to Cameron.
Mitchell in the gun, Valdez next to him. Slot receiver right, snap is back, handoff Valdez. Ducks under defender, has room to the 40, dragging the defender down to about the 38-yard line, and he's starting to get into a rhythm in the running game.
And
That'll be enough for a 5-star Car 1st down.
that's what the Rockdale Tigers are going to have. They got to pick up substantial yardage, or should I say good yardage on 1st down plays. As long as you're picking up 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 yards on 1st down, you're in good shape. I mean, common sense will tell you that, but they got to do that. 1st down is crucial for this group.
1st and 10 of the 38, handoff Valdez at the middle, and he spins in the middle and is brought down for a short gain, maybe no gain on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down.
And, of course, the running game was set up in a type of a passing game. The Tigers' forte is trying to get that running game going, and look like they're committed to that. 6-6 is our score, and the Tigers had a big stop on fourth down, interception, return all the way out to the 50-yard line, and of course they're trying to work from there.
2nd down and 10, snap back, a bad snap. Mitchell chases it down, now picks it up in trouble, and needs to get to the sideline, throw it down the left side, the pass, tipped, it's caught to the 30, brought that about the 31-yard line. That's on a play that should have been an absolute disaster. Somehow Mitchell saves it, fires it downfield, and puts the Tigers in a 3rd and short situation. Unbelievable.
Wow. And, of course, I'll be the first to say that it was a little luck involved in that.
No doubt.
No doubt, because, I mean, Mitchell should have been sacked probably for about a 15, 20-yard loss.
I mean,
and really that was an ill-advised pass, though, but it worked out for the Tigers.
I think he had a 40 floater in his hand and stepped over a horseshoe in the process. 3rd down and short, handoff. Valdez coming right, bounces outside, 35 to the 25 to the 20, has run to the 15 to the 10 to the 5 to the goal line, diving. Touchdown! Cameron Valdez, a 30-yard touchdown run. What a run! Unbelievable!
This kid is dynamic.
Short,
no matter what happens tonight, but this young man can play football.
Has run to the 15 to the 10 to the 5 to the goal line, diving. The Tigers regain the lead. Seven and 1 to go in the first half. Extra point, good snap, good hold. Pressure on the kick. The kick just sneaks through and is good. Time on the field, 7 and 1 to go in the first half. Tigers lead 13-6 over the Cameron Yoemen in the 2020 Battle of the Bell. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football on KRXT. Stay with us.
Health Point Clinic at 1701 Pecos, just off Meadow Drive in Rockdale, is here to serve you during this most trying and difficult time. Health Point reminds you COVID-19 symptoms may appear 9 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. If you have any of the symptoms, contact your primary care provider. Call Health Point at 512-883-1070 for a face-to-face or a virtual visit should you experience any of the COVID-19 symptoms. Health Point reminds you COVID-19 symptoms may appear 9 to 14 days.
Within sight, roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
CarQuest in Rockdale is your TechNet shop. Tune-ups and check engine light service can be found, and you can get the work for 6 months with 0% interest with approved credit at CarQuest on West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
And the friendly staff at CarQuest in Rockdale will bring your parts out to your car if you don't want to come in. Call ahead at 512-446-5471 and let them know that you want it brought out to your car. 446-5471.
The only way to explain it, it's a Battle of the Bell. Rockdale leading Cameron 13-6, 7-1 to go in the first half. Tigers ready to kick it off. Here's a pop-up kick. Thinking about the Yoemen at the 25 on the return to the 30, 35. Has run to the 40 and dragged down about the 42-yard line. And let's get the touchdown summary with AJ.
Okay, it was a nice drive after the interception by Keyshawn Raven. The Tigers ended up with the return of the interception at the 50-yard line 7 plays later. 30-yard touchdown run by Cameron Valdez, which was a nice run, nifty run. And this time Land's kick was good, and the Tigers regained the lead. It's Rockdale 13 and the Cameron Yoemen 6, but the Yoemen back on offense now.
6:50 to go in the first half. In the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Yoemen, working on the right hash. From their own 43, snap back, handoff, in trouble, back in the backfield, and he is brought down in the backfield for a big loss, back to about the 30-yard line. What a play!
Wow. And a whole lot of Rockdale Tigers there, number 3, 2. Everybody was there in on that stop. It had at least 3 of the blue-cladded Rockdale Tigers in.
Mayfield in there, Valdez back there. So it's 2nd down and somewhere around downtown Thorndale, I think.
Okay, we're going to, this drive started at the 42.
2nd down. And we've got put on shoot up penalty flags before the snap. Ball start. And bring up second down. Back from the second down at 27. They'll make downtown throw before they get the first down.
And of course, but they have the receivers. You need to just don't let up.
Snap is back. Here's a quick pass right side to nobody in particular. The Tiger defenders had the receivers engaged, and it's broken up. It's just overthrown incomplete. I think the Tiger defenders were on him so quick they didn't have a chance to look up and get the ball.
No, he didn't. That was a great play, good coverage by the Rockdale Tigers. Yoemen just trying to just fling it out to the right and let their skill guys pick up some yardage in open field. But the problem that time, there was no open field. 13-6 is the score. Rockdale leads. And, of course, look like they're playing with a purpose now. Long ways to go. And, of course, you're playing a good football team. Anything can happen. But this is the type of stuff the Rockdale Tigers, that's what they were looking for.
There was some kind of a put-on-shoot total penalty, apparently. Moved them up 5 yards, I think. So it's second down and 22 now. From their own 31-yard line, in the gun, two backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the right, snapped his back. Back to throw, pass left side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. Dansby was right there.
Wow. And, of course, I think that shocked Dansby that the ball was falling down to him. And, of course, he was right there, but, wow. That could have been big, but even bigger. Going to bring up a third down now.
Third down and 22 from their own 31-yard line. They need to reach the 47 of the Tigers for a first down.
And, of course, still be on guard against something deep with the speedsters here on the far side of the field. And, of course, they can throw crossing patterns and hope that their guys can pick up the remaining yardage.
Snap is back on third down. Pressure coming. Steps up. He'll scramble left. Has some room. Defenders are there. He'll be brought down across the 45 at about the 47-yard line. Short of the first down is Zeinert. And the Tigers will be looking at forcing a punt right here.
And, of course, Zeinert picked up pretty good yardage. But still going to bring up a fourth down. Let's see what Yoe elects to do.
4th and 6.
4th and 6, and I think discretion the better part of valor on this one. They're going to go ahead and punt it away here.
And, of course, still be on guard against some trickeration here, although I doubt that they will do that. Flag down.
Got to put one shooter for total penalty flag against the Yoemen, I believe, for too many men on the field.
And, of course, I think that may just guarantee a punt, but you never can tell in 2020.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying that, though, but I mean, just maybe I think if I can say that enough, maybe to speed up things here.
I saw a Facebook meeting that said, why don't we just go ahead and have Christmas and get it over with?
Let's go ahead and
wrap up 2020.
Wrap it up at the end of...
So fourth down and about 11 here. Snap back. Pressure on the punt. Punt is away. And it's taken on the run. 25 to the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Davion Scott brings it out, and it's stopped there. The Tigers will start 1st and 10 from their own 32 with 4:56 to go in the first half. 13-6, the Rockdale Tigers with the lead over the Cameron Yoemen in the Battle of the Bell.
And, of course, it's still kind of, looking out without seeing 3 and 4 deep around the football field and the Yoe side of the football field and the stands full. And, of course, I keep bringing that up. We all know what the situation is. But hello to everybody listening by way of, whether it's the broadcast on Facebook, broadcast on YouTube, regular television. Really appreciate you tuning in.
It is a strange thing. Most times you see the stands packed and people lined around the fences. 1st and 10, here's a handoff all there. It's up the middle. Slides past a couple of tackles. The scrimmage from their own 32 makes its way to about the 35-yard line. We'll bring up second down at about 7.
Just hold on to the football. At least don't go backwards on first down. 13-6, the Tigers lead the Cameron Yoemen, the Battle of the Bell.
So it's second down at about 7. 4:28 to go. And again, two backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the left. Wide out to each side. Handoff, jet sweep to Sean Raven coming. Left has run across to the 40-yard line. He broke a tackle in the backfield, got out to about the 40. And the Tigers will have a third down and short.
And, of course, nice knifing his way through, picking up third down and short, giving yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Good run by Keyshawn. And it looked like it was going to be a little closer than that, but we're going to call it third down and 2.
So it's third down and a couple from the 40. In the gun, wing back to the left, snap is back. Fake to Valdez, keeper by Mitchell coming left, first down, 45, hurdles the man to midfield, and that hauled down out of bounds. That'll be a 5-star Commonwealth first down, and Mitchell's fired up.
Wow. And, of course, I thought he'd handed it off to Keyshawn. Should I say to Cameron. If he had that was not going anywhere. So that was a nice fake by Kobe Mitchell to pick up the first down.
Keeper, and nice read there to go ahead and keep it. Hurdles the man to midfield. In the gun, wing back to the left, snap is back, step there, and hurdle the defender. First and 10 for the Tigers at the 48 of the Yeoman. Wing back to the left and gun. Slot receiver to the right from the left hash. Snap is back. Handoff Valdez up the middle. Trying to cut to the outside. And then as a defender at his ankles and is brought down for right about the line of scrimmage. They'll bring up second down.
And, of course, number 34 for the Yoe defense crashing in on that party there.
So they'll bring up second down and 10. 3:19 to go in the first half. 13-6, Rockdale leading the 2020 Battle of the Bell. Valdez in the backfield with Kobe Mitchell in the gun. Snap is back. Steps up, a little scramble coming right. Has run to the 45 and steps out of bounds about the 43-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 5 to go for the Tigers. And so, I'm working from the right hash on this one. Tigers will line up. Mitchell in the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. See if they don't do something to the left here with the receiver out there by himself. And, that's a little penalty flag. And a defender jump, come all the way across and make contact, and then the Tiger center Alex Ellison snapped it and said, "You're not gonna just get away with that. We're gonna stop the play here." So put on shoot up penalty.
Number 45.
And that's going to be close.
Penalty, yardage is sufficient for a first down.
Oh, okay.
Put on shoot up penalty is an automatic first down for the Rockdale Tigers.
That's a big deal there for the Rockdale Tigers. And, of course, I thought at first it was a long 5 where it would not grant a first down. But obviously I was wrong picking up the first down, and Tigers will take it.
2:57 to go in the first half. Tigers leading at 13-6. In the gun. Slot receiver to the left, wing back to the left, snap is back. Fake and the keeper by Mitchell up the middle, has run to the 30 and brought down right about the 30-yard line. Picked up about 8 on the play. Bring up second down.
And, of course, that keeper and faking is going to open up more for the for Valdez and the passing game. And, of course, if Rockdale can continue to run the football, I'm pretty sure they would, pass less, but that's going to open up that opportunity if they keep running the football the way they're doing.
Second down and 2, and a handoff. Valdez coming right, bounces outside of the 25 to the 20, and steps out of bounds. That'll be enough for a 5-star Commonwealth first down, and the Tigers will be in the Middle Stars red zone.
And, of course, just got to take care of the football. 13-6, the Rockdale Tigers lead at this juncture, and they are on the move.
2:17 to go in the first half of play. Going up 2 scores, it would be just in today's football, not the biggest of margins, but it would be just an edge right now.
Well, that's what Rockdale is looking for after what they've been through the last 3 weeks. They are
3 games in 2 years, frankly. Here's a handoff. Valdez up the middle on 1st and 10 at the 18. Bangs his way across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line, and that will be just shy of a first down. We'll bring up second down. But yeah, the last 3 games of the losing streak and the last 2 years of this rivalry, it's been kind of rough for the Tigers.
Exactly. And, of course, the Tigers just trying to execute their game plan. And by no means, if you, as you were saying, if the Tigers could score here and go up by 2 scores, that anything could be declared in a victory. But
Second and
nice for the psyche.
2nd and 2, handoff Valdez from the 12, makes his way forward, bangs his way down to about just shy of the 10-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and short.
Tackle made by number 76.
So a 3rd and short for the Tigers at the 12-yard line. Need to reach at the 10 for a 1st down. In the gun, snap is back, and a fake and a keeper by Mitchell up the middle, banks his way inside the 10 down to about the 9-yard line. That'll be enough for 5-star Colorado 1st down. The Tigers continue in the Miller Star's red zone.
And, of course, I can guarantee you that the scoring is not going to be over by any stretch of the imagination. So Tigers need to put the ball into the end zone. That may appear to be a little greedy, but they're going to need every point that they can get.
Timeout is called. So timeout is brought to you by the Rockdale Tiger Booster Club. Want to take a look at some scores here while we got the chance?
Okay, let's see what we have here. And, of course, our score here, 13-6. The Rockdale Tigers are driving. And it would be off, but...
56 seconds to go in the first half of our game. What do you got?
Okay, we have Bremond 43, Falls 7. Mart 34-0 over Chilton. Milano 10-6 over Bartlett. Temple 21-13 over Magnolia West after a big win against Longview last week. China Spring 35-0 over Gerald. Gatesfield trails big to Salado 42-3. Lorena 21-21 with Troy. And we have other action. Rogers 29-0 over Chilton. Franklin 27, Riesel 14.
Troy Franklin game. That's all running games. So I'm sure it might be right along. So it's 1st and goal at the 8. Play action and a give back on a counter, coming back left side to the 10 to the 5. Diving to the goal line. Yoe Yoemen, touchdown! What a play!
Nice razzle dazzle because it fooled Brother AJ up here for sure.
Sean Raven takes it. It was basically a spread counter play and takes it in for the touchdown. What a play.
I'm going to call it 8 yards.
Yeah, 8 yards for the touchdown. The extra point to come. The extra point. Good snap. Low snap, but it got it handled. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Time on the field. 49 seconds to go in the first half. The Rockdale Tigers lead the Cameron Yoemen 20-6 in the 2020 Battle of the Bell. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football on KRXT. Stay with us.
When you have an accident, take your vehicle to the place more and more Central Texans trust. Scott's Body Shop, Highway 77 north of Rockdale. They can repair and replace what's needed and paint with the greatest of expertise. You won't even know the accident happened by looking at your car or truck. And Scott's Body Shop will work with your insurance company. Scott's Body Shop, Highway 77, just north of Highway 79 in Rockdale. Call 512-446-7399.
All running games. I'm sure it might be right along.
Hey everybody, the newly remodeled Gaddy's Pizza in Rockdale has their buffet open 11 till 2 and 5 till 8 every day. In addition, they have a bigger salad bar, pasta bar, and different pizzas. And the dining room is open. The drive-thru is always open. You can call in your order and it'll be ready when you get there. Call 512-446-2222 or order online at their website, MrGaddy'sRockdale.com. They're open 7 days a week.
Back at the Tiger Field in Rockdale. Jay Davis at your right side with you. The viewing audience got a treat as they got to see that play on replay there. Well, let's get the touchdown summary there, Jay, right quick. I'll tell you what. Let's wait. Before we do that, let's get the kickoff. Here is a pop-up kick. Think about a Yoemen at the 31, 35 to the 40. Sliding through the right side of midfield. Look out to the 40, 35 to the 30. Chased, hauled Touchdown inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. Wow. Let's go ahead and get the touchdown somewhere right quick.
Did not need that at all, but good return by Yoe. And, of course, it was an 8-yard touchdown run by Keyshawn Raven. And the Lang kick was good, wrapping up a 68-yard touchdown drive on 13 plays. And it's 20-6. But the Yeoman deep into Rockdale territory. Nice kickoff return there by the Yeoman.
That was, so, goodness.
Tigers about to step up and play some more defense here.
There we go. Yeoman's first and goal at the 9. They're in the North Stars red zone. In the gun. And timeout is called by the Tigers. And timeout brought to you by the Rockdale Tiger Booster Club. So, did you get all the scores in that you wanted to there? Or
well, let's see if we
more?
have any more. I told you Franklin 27-14 over Riesel. Hearn 34-0 so far for Rosebud Lot. Teague losing big to Malakoff 35-0. Thorndale 6-6 with Holland. Thrall 13-6 over Bruceville Eddy. And we have Calvert 34-7 over Motley County School. And that's all so far that we have right now for this area.
All right, so Tigers need a defensive stand after they made a big play and had a big drive offensively. Certainly be a big
that would be huge, big
momentum play for the Tigers. They could make a defensive stand here. First and goal for the Yeomen at the 9. Full wide to the inside. Snap is back. Pass over the middle is incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Zeinert hit as he throws.
And, of course, Tigers been putting pressure on Zeinert.
Second and goal for the Yeomen at the 9-yard line. If you're watching that replay, you can see Coach Jacob Campsey in the foreground on the sideline just bouncing up and down. You can tell he was fired up. That was big momentum swing for the Tigers there. Tigers trying to swing it back. Second and goal at the 9. 32 seconds left in the half. Snap is back. Give coming left. Stacked up and brought down about the line of scrimmage. It's Fabian Bynum. That'll bring up the third and goal, and the timeout's called by the Yeomen with 23 seconds to go in the first half.
And, of course, even if the Tigers could force the Yeomen to kick a field goal, that would be a big situation considering the great kickoff return by the Yeomen, which put the ball down at the 9, making it first down and goal from the 9.
So, it'll be first and goal. That'll be a third and goal. I'm sorry.
Exactly. It brought up the third down. It brought up a first down and goal initially.
So it'll be third and goal from the 9-yard line. Tiger defense looking to blow up and stand him up here. This series has just had so many just wild and bizarre moments. Back in 2009 when Johnny McGregor and I were broadcasting the game, the Tigers had a Hail Mary at the end of the first half. That was seen around the world on YouTube.
I remember that.
My contribution, of course, was, wow. Third and goal at about the 9. Officially the 8. Snap is back. Quick pass left side. Incomplete. Through behind his receiver. That'll bring up fourth and goal.
And let's see what the Yeomen will do. They're going to have the football coming out of the locker room. That may have something to do with the decision, but look like he's bringing on his unit to kick the field goal. And considering what happened with the great kickoff return by the Yoe kickoff return man, just forcing them to 3, this could be a big deal.
Big momentum swing. From the left hash on fourth down from the 9, from the 8, it'll be a 25-yard field goal. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So that's a big defensive stand by the Tigers. Just hold them to a field goal.
And I think so. And of course, Yoe, they're feeling good about their accomplishments also. So I'm pretty sure both teams probably will go into the locker room with a pretty good feeling. And of course, really, as you said, I think Rockdale could look at that as a little bit of a still to add on to the momentum that they've already found.
So, with 19 seconds to go in the first half, Tigers leading at 20-9. And I got to just be totally honest with you. I never saw this coming as we came into this game. The way Coach Cansey talked, and everything else, the way the Tigers struggled the last 3 games, I did not see this coming.
Well, I'm trying to be careful with what I want to say. I've kind of figured that the kids could come out and do this. I mean, I know this team.
There's no doubt they got the ability.
Exactly. It's still a pretty good football teams, and both of these teams basically were going in opposite directions. It looked like, but I'm not a guy that's too big on numbers, taking out the pencil and the paper, adding up scores and averages and stuff like that. But I kind of just look at other things. But still got a long way to go. This is a good football team, 2 good football teams playing. And, of course, I'm just going to be honest, Rockdale needs this game way more than Cameron does.
So, Tigers will get ready to take the kickoff. We expect it'll be another pop-up kick. 19 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see if the Tigers decide to...
okay, that's me turning the lights off. Getting excited over here.
Here's that pop-up kick. Goes to the 20. Tigers return it to the 25. Deshaun Raven tries to cut back to 30. Look at the dance and find some room. 35 and then brought down. Holds on to the ball. That was the most important thing.
That's the most important thing.
Marked down at about the 36-yard line, and so the Tigers probably just kneel down and go to the half, happy with an 11-point lead.
And, of course, I think this would be a great deal. It would really knock the district back up if the Tigers could somehow come out and continue to win this football game, because I still believe both of these teams out here are playoff teams.
Yeah, there's plenty to be said for both teams about their future here as the season develops. Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. In the gun, wing back to the left. Wide out split to each side. Slot receiver to the left. We got to put it until the penalty flag. Only that's a formation type of violation or something.
Must be.
Before the flag, timeout.
Timeout call for the Tigers would have been a delay game penalty, but the Tigers get the timeout call before that. So we'll see if they decide to maybe pull a rabbit out of the hat, reach into the bag of tricks there.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
You just don't know.
Yeah. I was going to say I'd just rather leave the rabbit in the hat and go back to the locker room and
give it a carrot, and we'll go to the locker room.
Yeah, go to the locker room.
So, Tigers with a 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. In the gun, wing back to the left. Back beside the quarterback, Mitchell. Snap is back. Hand it off for Valdez. Coming right. Slats through a tackle to the 40 and brought down. That would be the end of the first half. 5 seconds ticking off the clock in the first half. And the Rockdale Tigers. Well, who saw this coming? The Tigers lead at 20-9 at the end of the first half in the 2020 Battle of the Bell with the Cameron Yoemen from the Rockdale Country Club broadcast booth. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back and tell you about this game in a moment. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on KRXT. Stay with us.
Climate Control has been in business for 15 years. They are thankful for all their customers in Milam and surrounding counties. They are still 100% locally owned and operated and proud to serve the community. Climate Control, looking forward to serving your heating and cooling needs for another 15 years at least. Climate Control is owned and operated by Nathan Doolish, located on West 79. Bossler Energy is a proud supporter of the Rockdale Tigers. The Bossler family has always been a part of Rockdale Tiger history. Their 3 children participated in Tiger and Lady Tiger sports, and Miller and Kathy are longtime supporters. Bossler Energy delivers the best solution for their customers' needs in the oil and gas industry. Just like the Rockdale Tigers, Bossler Energy is committed to high performance standards and family.
Community people, people you know. Community people.
Agriculture is America's largest family business. It's more than a business, it's a way of life. We believe in it. We invest in it. We make ag loans. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC. Community people you know.
Community people, you know.
Está frío, ¿verdad? Por eso levántese y grite y salte. Está frío.
John Schreiber, Lisa Brown, Mickey, Angel, Larry Ballard, Mark Thompson, and Libby Busher. The Yoe Band is a 5-time UIL State Marching Band finalist and has received 10 consecutive UIL State sweepstakes awards. The Yoe Band would like to thank Cameron ISD, faculty, band boosters, and their community for all the support. Once again, another round of applause for the CHO High School Marching Band.
Please welcome the national award-winning Rockdale Golden Girls. Tonight they will be dancing to Bang Bang. Their 2021 officers are Company Leader Katia Hernandez, First Lieutenant Zanae McBride, and Captain Tatum Young. The Golden Girl of the Week is Lizzie Ryan Zinn. Rockdale Golden Girls. ladies and gentlemen, Rockdale ISD and Rockdale High School are pleased to present the award-winning Rockdale High School Big Blue Band from Tigerland. Tonight the band will perform the opener to the 2020 UIL contest show entitled Phoenix Rising. The show will feature soloist Clarissa Herrera on flute. The band is led on the field by drum majors Ariana Eastridge and Alize Yanis. Drum major, you may begin tonight's performance. Big Blue Band from Tigerland. The band is under the direction of Adrian Acevedo and Brandon Lahara.
needs to stay on the sideline as much as possible because they're always the team that's worked more. They're the most. They're the side. They're the side of the ball that's that could get worn out more easily than the offensive side because we talked about that before. When you're on defense, you're helpless. You don't know what's going on. At least on offense, you know where you're going, and that I don't think you have to spend as much energy on the offense to wear yourself out. Make a long story short, let's just keep the ball.
Offensively, when you're on offense, you're initiating, you're making things happen. When you're on defense, you're reacting. And so it's just, and when you're reacting and you're getting pushed backward, that mentally wears you down.
And of course, Yoemen's going to start the second half. The Tigers won the toss and they elected to receive the ball, and therefore the Yoemen get the ball to start the second half. And of course, I think this is a good defensive series, good test for the Rockdale Tigers also.
Second land, kicks it off. It's a pop-up kick. Taken by the Yoemen at the 30. Looking for room. Slips a tackle to about the 35, and then several Tiger defenders bringing that ball's loose. It came loose. The Tigers looked like they had it at the end of the play, and they do.
Wow, what a way to start.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
What a way to start. That's one of those situations, Jay. Well, it looked like the young man was going to pick up some decent yardage, and that's one of those plays he just refused to go down, and sometimes things will happen when you're trying to extend the play and trying to make something happen. And to his credit, that is exactly what happened on that play.
And so the Tigers, what happens is they get the ball back, and they get the ball deep in Cameron territory. Yeah, big opportunity for the Tigers here. 1st and 10 at the 33 in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. And a keeper by Mitchell coming right across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. That'll bring up second down to the Tigers, just in the way in the second half.
And that's the kind of play I was talking about that the Tigers needed on first down. I mean, just you pick up more than 3 yards. Don't go backwards. And, of course, that's not bad. He picked up looked like about 5.
Second down, probably about 4.5. Second down and a short 6, we'll call it. From the middle of the field, snap is back, play fake, pass right side, through the hands, and tipped and caught. When it's going your way, it's going your way across the 25 and pushed out of bounds. And when it's your night, it's your night.
Well, that's the way it happened. I mean, you got to look at it the other way around too. Now that was pure luck for sure, because I thought Yoe had intercepted that ball, but that old tip drill we used to do back in the day, and of course, save Rockdale interception, and
they come up just short of the first down. It's 3rd down and 2 here.
Well, they're just lucky to have the football back.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 2. Here's the handoff. Valdez coming right, banging right side, breaks a tackle, surging right side. Going to be very close.
Going to be close, and the guy coming in from the far side looked like it's going to be a little bit short.
So it'll be 4th down. Tigers probably going to go for it here. Doesn't make any sense to pooch kick it.
No.
So they'll go for it. 4.5 yard. And if you got the momentum right now, so you go for it here. 4th down in the gun. They break a kind of a quick huddle. Slot receiver to the left. They're working on the right hash. Snap back to Mitchell. Handoff Valdez. Dancing right side. And should have the first down.
It's a forward progress. That should be the first down.
It will be enough for a 5-star call for first down to the Rockdale Tigers.
And of course, one of the Yoemen tried to sell it as it was not a first down. But once again, Tigers in this football game, you're given a gift. You need to put this ball into the end zone. And of course, Tigers picked up good yardage on first down. Need to continue to do that. But the near interception, that was almost, wow. Well, we talk about, having some luck, though. You got to look at stuff like that when you're not having success, stuff like that goes against you.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. At the 22, a timeout is called. Brought to you by the Rockdale Tiger Booster Club. Tigers lead 20-9 over to Cameron Yoemen in the Battle of the Bell. 9:27 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on KRXT. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Stay with us.
If you would never lend a buddy your wobble sockets because, well, he really should have his own, then CarQuest is for you. If even your work gloves have calluses, then CarQuest Auto Parts is for you. CarQuest is for those who really know and care about their car. CarQuest is serious auto parts.
For all of your auto parts, repairs, and more, come to your friendly CarQuest dealer on West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale today. And the friendly staff at CarQuest in Rockdale will bring your parts out to your car if you don't want to come in. Call ahead at 512-446-5471 and let them know that you want it brought out to your car. 446-5471.
From the Rockdale Country Football Broadcast booth, JW Central right side with you. Tigers first and 10 at 23. Snap back and a give to Keyshawn Raven. Cameron all over at that time. They'll take him down for a loss on the play. Take it down, lost about a couple.
Yeah, they'll lose about 2 on that play.
They'll bring up second down at about 12. 9:10 to go in the third quarter. Tigers lead at Battle of the Bell, 20-9. They're kind of going with like a what some have described as a sugar huddle, just a real quick huddle near the line.
Short and sweet, I guess.
They look over to the sideline for the offensive play call. Now they're ready. Snap is back. Mitchell. Throw to the right side outside. Kind of a corner route. Incomplete. That'll bring up a third down and about 12 for the Tigers.
I'm looking for Dansby on that play. See what the Tiger brain trust on offense dials up here.
Tigers breaking, they're ready. Tight formation this time. 2 receivers to the left. 2 to the right. Snap back. Mitchell back to throw. So that's Slick throws it down the middle. Keyshawn Raven makes the catch.
Wow, first down.
Down at the 11 for a 5-star Commonwealth first down. The Tigers are in the Middle Strong's red zone.
And, of course, give Keyshawn a whole lot of credit because he was popped as he caught the football but held on to it. But I still would not like to see the Tigers in those third down and long situations. They've been fortunate enough to overcome those, but I mean, I just don't. I prefer third down and short, but I guess it was working.
Raven almost kind of jumped and put it in on an egg and almost like it looked like he intercepted the pass himself. First and down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Handoff over the right side. And pick up of a couple. I think it's Davion Scott got the carry in the back.
That was 4 that time. Looked like his footing gave way.
So picked up. Officially no gain. We'll bring up second down and 10. 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 20-9. In the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left on the right hash. Getting set. Snap is back. Handoff. No, a keeper by Mitchell. Trying to come wide left. Well, Yoemen ready for him, but he breaks the tackle. Still going to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. That's a touchdown.
Wow.
Kobe Mitchell. What an amazing run by Kobe Mitchell.
And not only the run was, it was amazing, but I mean the effort, the persistence not to give up because he was dead to right. That should have been probably.
Probably timeout as the play is shaking up.
Probably, that was just great persistence. He probably should have been dropped for at least a yard or 2 lost, but just kept spinning, kept the legs going, had his mind focused on where he wanted to go, and that was the end zone. So good run by quarterback Kobe Mitchell. As a hush comes over the stadium, a player is down.
Yeah, camera player is shaking up, so they're taking a look at him. It's away from the play as the play came to the near side, and the players, they're huddled up around him on the far side, at least from what I can tell here.
I still can't tell who it is. I say it's in the front corner of the end zone on the right side across the field.
And so
he is moving. So, oh yeah, that's always a good sign.
He's walking off the field. I get the sense it might have been like a wind knocked out situation or something, but he's all right, walking off. Good to see. So the Tigers will set up for the extra point here. They go for 2 here, looks like. Tigers will line up. 2 go for 2. In the gun, 2 backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the right. 2-point conversion play here. Attempt. Snap back. Mitchell pass over the middle. Pass is complete, but the 2-point conversion is good. To Dansby, I believe.
A.D. Dansby.
Tigers lead 28-9 over the Cameron Yeoman. 7:32 to go in the third quarter from the Rockdale Country for broadcast booth. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on KRXT. Stay with us.
When you have an accident, take your vehicle to the place more and more Central Texans trust. Scott's Body Shop, Highway 77 north of Rockdale. They can repair and replace what's needed and paint with the greatest of expertise. You won't even know the accident happened by looking at your car or truck. And Scott's Body Shop will work with your insurance company. Scott's Body Shop, Highway 77, just north of Highway 79 in Rockdale. Call 512-446-7391. Hey everybody, the newly remodeled Gaddy's Pizza in Rockdale has their buffet open 11 till 2 and 5 till 8 every day. In addition, they have a bigger salad bar, pasta bar, and different pizzas. And the dining room is open. The drive-thru is always open. You can call in your order and it'll be ready when you get there. Call 512-446-2222 or order online at their website, MrGaddy'sRockdale.com. They're open 7 days a week.
For the Rockdale Country Football broadcast booth, Jay Davis, Eddie Whiteside with you. The Rockdale Tigers lead 28-9 over the Cameron Yeoman with 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Tigers got the early start in the big first half, and they've continued that momentum. Here's a squib kick, and the Yeoman let it bounce, and it's picked up on the bounce to the 20 to about the 22, and it gives up ground and just chased and brought down back at about the 17-yard line. The return for the Yeoman by Zachorian Spikes. Let's get the touchdown somewhere with AJ.
Okay, the Rockdale Tigers traveled 33 yards after the Yeoman fumbled the opening kickoff to start the second half. 33-yard drive in plays ended up in a nifty run by quarterback Kobe Mitchell, and the Tigers went for 2. Mitchell hit Dansby for the 2-point conversion, and the Rockdale Tigers lead 28-9.
You know what? We always tell the story when it comes to Jeff Miller and his tenure in Rockdale. The story of, I'm going to have to finish this thought after this play. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 19. In the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, just for the Yeoman, I should say. Snap back pressure coming, pressure hit, and sacked back at about the 7-yard line. What a play!
And of course, trying to get the number.
Anyway, the thought I was going to say.
Wow, what a play.
We talk about Jeff Miller. We talk about his tenure goes back to 07. They go to Liberty. Their Tigers are 1-5. They go down to Liberty Hill, defending state champ. They run that slot T offense, and the Tigers are just in a tailspin as we continue that thought in a moment. 2nd down and about 18 now. Snap back, hand off up the middle on the run, and brought down across the 20, about the 22-yard line. So a big run there picks up some of that yardage back. They were in a tailspin. They go over to Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill runs that slot T offense. The Tigers give them everything they've got. The best game Liberty Hill had all year. And Liberty Hill said that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they go on. They go 3-1 down the stretch, get into the playoffs, and from there, that lit the fuse, and the Tigers were off and running under Jeff Miller. And this, if the Tigers can get a win here, this could be that kind of game for Coach Jacob Campsey. This could be the spark that lights the rocket for the Tigers. 3rd down and 8 now. Back to throw under pressure. That's out route left side complete, and then it's incomplete. Comes out of his hands late at the end of the play.
You got to have control.
That's 4th down.
Wow.
No, they're going to say it's a completion, but short, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be about 2 yards short.
So.
Wow.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Yeoman. Got to think it's a punting situation here, deep in their own territory. But you kind of get that sense that if the Tigers, after just the adversity they've dealt with early on, if they get a win here, it's going to be just a kind of an extra kick for the Tigers.
Well, to me, this is the same football team that lost 3 games in a row. I mean, no matter what happened here tonight, it's the same football team. Talented football team, lots of special players.
They just realize what they can do.
And everybody, we knew what we could do. You have to look at all of the losses individually. I mean, the Lexington loss was almost a win. I mean, they almost pulled that one out. And I still give Coach Campsey a whole lot of credit for going for the win in that one. That was not a district ball game. And, of course, Belleville, well, that was just Belleville. You run up against the number 17 in a Division 4 Division 2. And then, of course, just didn't play well, didn't start off well against McGregor. But this is the same football team that you were expecting to do some good things.
Football's due a total penalty against Cameron on the punt, so the Tigers get the ball after a punt from 4th down and about 6. On the return, Hagen Land is brought down across the 45, and Football's due a total penalty flag is now. We'll check the flag.
And, of course, the Tigers in those games also had to clean up some things, too. There were a lot of penalties on first down, personal fouls, things of that nature, plays where they just weren't thinking the way they should have been and didn't execute right.
Number 13 of the return team, 10-yard penalty, first down, Rockdale.
So, penalty there, but they just started to clean that stuff up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. This still is the same football team. There's still a lot of football left to be played, but they knew they had to come out, had to play better. There was no two ways about that. And so far, they played a whole lot better.
28-9, Tigers lead the Cameron Yeomen, 5:48 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for them on 38. In the shotgun, snap is back. Back to Valdez, Mitchell on the keeper, and the Yeomen, the secret's out as the Yeomen are on top of Mitchell right there. A loss on the play will bring up 2nd down and long. The Yeomen are really focused on slowing down Mitchell in the second half.
Exactly, and of course, they are flying to the football also. It's always 2 or 3 guys there. But right now, Tigers just need to try to pick up some first downs, keep the clock moving, and of course, still a lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 13 in the slot receiver to the left. Handoff Valdez. Trying to search forward, not much there. Stopped about the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a yard. We'll bring up 3rd down at about 12. So,
going to bring up another 3rd down and long situation.
See what the Tigers dial up here. Look over to the sidelines for the call. Got a big turnover on the opening kickoff of the third quarter, and then they keep it for a couple, about 3.5 minutes or so, 4.5 minutes. Now it's 3rd down and 12 here. Snap back to Mitchell. Setson looks, pressure coming. Now rolling to his right. Fires a pass across the middle. That's going to fall incomplete. That was dangerous, almost intercepted. That's what they call, you might call it the Brett Favre rule. Don't throw back across your body.
Yeah. Sometimes that is difficult to do for even the best of quarterbacks because it takes a lot of the steam off, and plus the ball has to travel just a little bit a little bit longer, and it gives the defender time to converge on it.
So, 4th down. Tigers show like they're going to that's just for show.
Yeah, that was for show. I knew better than that.
Snap back to Mitchell. Punt is away.
It's a good one.
Long punt. Takes a big Tiger roll across the 15. Picked up on the run at the 10. And spins out of a tackle. And brought down about the 11-yard line. Well, that was almost a WWF move right there. Kaboom. Brought him down about the 11-yard line.
Notice I came up out of my seat. Sometimes when a player have to go back and get a ball and retrieve one, some fancy things happen. And, of course, with that young man returning the football, anything can happen.
A lot of times when he bobbles it, that kind of throws off the rhythm of the coverage team. And that's when you see the big breakaways and the big returns. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 28-9. As we said last week, you know, the nature of football today, the 19 points is nothing.
No.
In the gun, three receivers to the right, one to the left, snap back, rolling out on the run, throwing the pass, incomplete, over the head of both of his receivers. That'll bring up second down. They've had a couple where you know, the quarterback Zeinert has rolled out and thrown that on the run, and it's like he's looking for a receiver just pop up and catch him there, and they're not doing it.
And, of course, they've been executing that well during the earlier football games. And I think the Tigers, I was telling somebody downstairs at the halftime, I think Tigers still need to apply some pressure. Of course, I reiterated that earlier also.
Second down and 10 from their own 10. In the gun, two receivers, right, one left, snap back and hand off with the left side, trying to bounce to the outside. Hauled down about the 14-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and about 7 for the Yoemen.
I think a flag is down.
Got to put a little penalty flag down. Afraid it looked like it might have been a...
Is that a flag? Okay, at first I thought it was one of the Tiger shoes.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask,
Number
indeed.
16 of the defense. 15-yard penalty.
The way he went down, I kind of thought, that might have been.
Okay. Didn't see it, but I saw the flag at about the 20-yard line. 28-9 is our score here.
So the Yoemen will get a first set of downs from about their own, just inside their own 30. In gun. Snap is back. Pass left side. Incomplete. The receiver fell down. That'll bring up second down. Intended for Case and Goolsby.
Second and 10.
3:50 to go in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 28-9 over the Cameron Yoemen in the 2020 Battle of the Bell. Tigers will line up. Yoemen with two in the backfield. Slot receiver to the right. And the keeper by the quarterback Zeinert tries to dance left and then cuts back to the right. He's brought down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple of yards and bring up third down and about lost a yard, bring up third and 11.
And, of course, Tigers cannot let up. They have to still continue to play inspired defense. This game still has ample time to go, and this would be a pretty big deal if the Tigers could come away with a stop.
Third and 11 here in the gun, 4 wides, 2 to each side, working on the left hash. Snap back to Zeinert. Pressure coming, rolling out to his right. Looking, throws a pass right side, and short hops it incomplete to his receiver. I think he was going to try to get Jaden Sanchez coming back there, but we ran out of time. It's just short hopped and incomplete.
And I always say this. I don't care what level of football. Zeinert is a very good quarterback, and I thought coming in tonight, Rockdale has to try to supply some pressure on him, and that is what – I don't care what level of football, Pop Warner, JV, junior high, what have you. Heck, I mean, Troy Aikman, I mean, you put pressure on a quarterback, that changes some things. Oh, just throw that in.
Oh, yeah.
Throw that in there for you.
Aikman's my guy now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put that in there for you.
Pressure on the punt, and the punt is away. Kind of short. It will roll across the 40 and die about just inside the 40-yard line. And so the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 from their own 39 with 2:54 to go in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 28-9.
And, of course, pretty good lead. Still a lot of time left, but the Tigers in a good situation now. Now they're at that point where you can start trying to milk the clock a little bit, take methodical drives, but, score when you have to. I'm not saying just lay down and don't score if you have an opportunity.
And look to see if they don't get something off of play action here. They're Cameron defense focused in so much on slowing down Mitchell and Valdez that, look for some kind of play action and a pass downfield and see if the Tigers can't get a big play here.
And, of course, the Tigers need to take care of the football. That's priority number 1.
First and 10 from the 40. Here's a handoff. Valdez up the middle, trying to surge his way forward. Runs through a couple of tackles. They'll just dragging defenders forward for a gain of about 2, where normal mortal humans would be stopped to the line of scrimmage.
And the clock continues to run here in the third quarter. The Rockdale Tigers leading 28-9 in the Battle of the Bell. Still kind of strange. Still got that excitement of this game. But as I say, you look around. I remember back in the good old days, I'm not going to say any years, I mean, this game would have 7 and 8 deep all the way around.
All around. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think it's fallen off some since then. But
2nd and 8, back to throw. Mitchell, screen pass, left side complete to Valdez. Has some room, a big hole, 45. Midfield, tripped and brought down. Right across midfield, that should be enough for a 5-star call. Watch first down.
And, of course, picking up first downs is a big deal because you can pretty much wipe off, if you continue to hold on to the football, each first down, a net you probably 2 years off of the clock.
That's a long possession.
That's a long 2 minutes off of the clock.
Now you're talking about the way I play Madden. First and 10 for the Tigers at midfield. In the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Snap is back. Handoff Valdez coming right, trying to bounce to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Midfield to the 45. Evades a man and goes down about the 43-yard line. Just lost his footing right there. Nice run. Picks up about 8 yards.
And, of course, that's the type of yardage that you're looking for on the first down. If you're a Rockdale Tiger fan, you're looking for that big yardage on the first down. And, of course, it's the deal in baseball. They say keep the line moving, and you could use that analogy here in football also. That's what the Tigers want to do. And you got to give the guys up front for the Rockdale Tigers some credit also. And, of course, the Yoemen defensive line, they're playing a pretty good game.
2nd and 2 back. Snap to Mitchell. The keeper coming left. The scrimmage from the 42 makes his way across the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. Picked up 7 yards. It'll be a 5-star call. Watch first down.
The clock continues to run.
That's good for your Rockdale Tigers.
The Tigers are having some success along the offensive line there. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 35. In the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tigers lead 28-9.
And it's been a pretty quick third quarter also.
Mitchell in the gun. Looking things over. Snap back. They drained the play clock all the way down, and a handoff up the middle. Bangs his way down to about the 36-yard line. About shot a line of scrimmage that'll be about all.
And, of course, Cameron is taking care of that football, too. He is holding it like, wrapping it up like a loaf of bread. And that's one of the most important things, too. Look like that's going to take us down to the fourth quarter.
Yep, indeed, as the Tigers holding up the 4 fingers to signal fourth quarter. Time to get it going. Tigers lead 28-9. Fourth quarter coming up in the Battle of the Bell. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football from the Rockdale Country Football broadcast booth on KRXT. Stay with us.
Climate Control has been in business for 15 years. They are thankful for all their customers in Milam and surrounding counties. They are still 100% locally owned and operated and proud to serve the community. Climate Control, looking forward to serving your heating and cooling needs for another 15 years at least. Climate Control is owned and operated by Nathan Doolish, located on West 79. Bossler Energy is a proud supporter of the Rockdale Tigers. The Bossler family has always been a part of Rockdale Tiger history. Their 3 children participated in Tiger and Lady Tiger sports, and Miller and Kathy are longtime supporters. Bossler Energy delivers the best solution for their customers' needs in the oil and gas industry. Just like the Rockdale Tigers, Bossler Energy is committed to high performance standards and family.
For the Rockdale Country Football broadcast booth, Tigers lead 28-9. Start of the fourth quarter. Kobe Mitchell and keeper on 2nd down and 11 coming left. And he'll step out of bounds, picked up about 5 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5 to go. About 6, in fact. Just on the way in the fourth quarter. We'll get to some scores here in just a little bit. Tiger fans making some noise. Just on the way in the fourth quarter. Tigers leading at 28-9. Mitchell in the gun. Snap is back. Back to throw. Sets, throws across the middle. Valdez wide open. Stumbles a little bit across the 10. Dragging defenders down to about the 7-yard line.
And it's funny, I was blocked from the view by the corner of the press box, and I didn't know what was going on. But looked like the Tigers, once again, that's another third down. Well, that was third down and moderate. So I'm not going to complain about that too much.
Nice pass to the running back out of the backfield. I like that.
Well, see, that's what the running will do for you. That's what the play action and the Yoemen not knowing whether Valdez or Mitchell would run the ball. That's what that'll get you. That opened that up. You can give credit to that.
First and goal at the 7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right from the right hash. Hand off Valdez. In trouble in the backfield. Going to be dragged down for a loss. I can't help but think that Valdez kind of went down awkwardly on the second to last carry in the third quarter. And he looks like he may be just winded right now.
Yeah, he plays on defense also.
But he's kind of leaning over like I don't know, that would become kind of something to watch there. He's going to come out now. Coming in for Valdez will be Davion Scott. He'll be in the backfield. Second down and 11 now. Second and goal from the 11. Snap is back. Mitchell back to throw. Throwing across the middle. Into the end zone. The pass. Just dribbled and dropped.
Wow.
Incomplete.
Had him in the back of the end zone.
Goodness
back of the end zone, right between the E and the R in Tigers, which is scripted in gold and white in the blue background end zone. Had him in the back of the end zone. Just could not hold on to it.
So that'll bring up a third down and 11. It's just like, oh my goodness, oh goodness, goodness gracious.
Yeah, he put a little zip on that one.
So it'll be third and goal from the 11. Important moment here if the Tigers can come up with a score. 3 receivers to the left. Snap is back to Mitchell. Sets and looks, throws across the middle, pass, caught, reaching goal line. He's brought down short at the 1 to Sean Raven.
Wow, but that pretty much sets up what I think the Tigers are going. Well, let me be quiet. My playing days and coaching days are over, so
I'll just let they're gonna go for it.
All right, well that's what I was going to say. I think that play down close to the goal line pretty much made that decision for Coach Jacob Campsey.
4th and goal at the 1. Mitchell in the gun. And a timeout is called.
Wow. What a ball game. What a ball game here at the New Tiger Stadium.
Called by the Yoemen. Let's go ahead and get some scores in it. The timeout brought to you by the Tiger Brewster Club.
All right. It is Milano 24-6 over Bartlett. We have Temple 28-18. Look like the Wildcats are going to get another victory. China Spring 45. Gerald 20. Gatesville trails big to Salado 63-3. And other action, it has Troy 35, now Lorena 28. That's a good football game with 27 seconds left to go in that third quarter. Other action, McGregor trails Academy 35-22. Academy is in this district also with McGregor and Caldwell, Lorena, Troy, and of course us. So that can't be right. 100-0. Somebody's playing with the score. Thorndale trails Holland by 4, 18-14. The Straw 15, Bruceville Eddie 13.
So here we go. 4th and goal is the 1 for the Tigers. In the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. We'll see what they do here. And we got to put one short until a penalty. It was Cameron Valdez ready to take the snap. We got a false start though. 5-yard penalty.
Clock winding down. It's not running right now, but this could be big if the Tigers could get this ball into the end zone.
It would be a huge momentum play because they'd be up over 25 Here we go, 4th and goal. Snap is back. Mitchell, the throw across the middle. Pass through the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. I think they're looking for Raven. Just went through his hands. They had a couple of defenders right there on him.
Okay, but the plus side of that, the Yeomen will have to travel the distance a long way to get the ball into the end zone. And, of course, as long as the Tigers do not give up any big plays, let them grind and drive it out, that could be in their favor. But Tigers want to get this ball back, I can promise you that.
Yeah, and having the Cameron pinned back at their own 6-yard line is, you'd take that field position defensively. And with a 28-9 lead, it's not a bad decision to go ahead and go for it here. So
I like the fact that they went for it. I think the false start kind of killed the chances of that happening.
1st and 10 for the Yeomen from their own 6. Snap is back. Give coming right. The ball comes loose for a second. Now trapped down, hauled down. Into the end zone. That will be a safety. Let's see. Is it official? Where do they mark it? They're going to mark it just outside the goal line, I think.
Wow. That's exactly
about the 1-inch line, 1-inch yard line. It was close. Forward progress was stopped just outside the end zone.
Well, from this vantage point, it was actually, to be honest, hard to see, but it looked like it was a safety from here.
So it would be 2nd down and 15 from their own 1-inch line.
But they lost yardage on it. Yeomen going to have to be careful here, and of course that could probably play into what play calls they're going to call.
2nd and 15 from their own 1. Handoff coming right. Tigers stack him up, bring him down at about the 4-yard line. Pick up of about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and about 12. Defensively, this is what the kind of thing the Tigers are looking for. Get them pinned back 3rd and long here. 8:40 to go in the game. Tigers leading at 28-9 over the Cameron Yeomen in the 2020 Battle of the Bell.
And, of course, watch the speedsters coming across the middle. We used to call it a crossbuck pass because these guys get the ball in their hands. They could run.
3rd down and 13 from their own 4-yard line. In the gun. Snap is back in the end zone. Quick slant left side. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Yeomen about to put it away.
Great coverage by Anthony Dansby. He was right there. And, of course, tell you, these kids, they've really stepped it up. And the thing about it, a lot of the let's say a few of the Rockdale players go both ways. So hats off to these guys.
Just continuing to play a great game. They got, they had the big momentum in the first half, and they got the big turnover to start the second half, and that helped to kind of keep, just give them that boost and keep the momentum going.
And Tigers should come up with the great field position here, and you got to give this Tiger defense some credit because for the last couple of weeks they've been pretty much subpar and they've been taking a lot of flack. But
Cameron calls a timeout while they're punting from their own deep in their own territory.
And that's a big deal.
That is significant. It's a timeout brought to you by the Rockdale Tiger Booster Club.
And I was telling you, Jay, how this Battle of the Bell, I mean, it's just so much stuff going on, a lot of hearsay, rumors, things of that nature. I have to deal with all of that. And, of course, I'm wrapped up into this thing, and I catch a whole lot of flack. And, of course, there's no secret, and I always don't mind telling people I'm a Yoe grad myself. I'm from Cameron, and, of course, I'm a Tiger now. I've been living here long enough to get those stripes, and I can go even farther than that. I'm an employee of Caldwell ISD, so I got all of the district covered here.
got all of Central Texas. So Yeomen will line up to punt it away from their own 3-yard line. Tigers expect to bring pressure. Snap is back. Punt is away. Davion Scott has it to 45 to the 40. Dragged down about the 35-yard, across the 35-yard line, and the Tigers have great starting field position.
And Tigers, like you say, in this day and time, you got to just wait until the clock runs out. But Tigers in pretty good position. Clock is on their side right now. They have a pretty decent lead, but I guarantee you, these Rockdale Tigers want to put their ball into the end zone.
So with 8:08 to go, or 8:03, I should say, to go in the ball game, Tigers lead 28-9. They'll have the ball, have possession here at the Cameron 34-yard line. I've seen games where, you know, you when you play the field position battle, sometimes you think the coach ought to go for it. Sometimes you think they don't, but they kind of work it out with the field position, and it ends up working out. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 34. Handoff Cameron Valdez across the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. We got 2nd down.
And of course, the last series of downs that the Tigers had, I had no problem with the coach and his staff going for the touchdown. As I say, I think the motion penalty killed that opportunity. At least it lessened the chances of the Tigers getting the ball into the end zone. But it turned out okay. They played good defense, got the football back, and could possibly make it back to the red zone.
2nd and 8 from the 32. Snap back. Mitchell on the keeper coming right. And he'll be dancing along the right sideline, be pushed out of bounds. And it ends up kind of bowling over one of the ball boys on the sideline there. He says, hey, I got in the game. So it'll be 3rd down about 7 for the Tigers. 7:21 to go in the ballgame. Tigers lead at 28-9.
I'm still pretty sure if the Tigers don't pick up the 7 yards here, with the time on the clock and the lead that they have, I would venture that they would just go ahead and try to. In other words, I'm saying they probably have 2 plays to pick up the 7 yards.
3rd and 7. Here's the handoff coming on the left, and they tripped and brought down. It'll be put on the field for total penalty flag down as Kashawn was dragged down by his face mask. So that they give him the 1st down. Should give him the 1st down.
That could be big also. And I understand that the see what they're going to call.
We'll check the put on the shoot up total penalty here. Here's a referee.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 34 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
And so, put on the shoot up total penalty gives the Tigers a 1st down. And they got that's the big variety here. They 15 yards, and they're in the Miller Stars red zone.
I was talking to one of my buddies who does the play-by-play for the Caldwell Hornets, and he was telling me he thought Rockdale had a good shot from what he seen. The Yoemen played the Hornets last week, and Mr. Jett told me that he thought Rockdale had a pretty good shot if they played their game.
1st and 10 from the 16. Snap back. Mitchell will throw for the end zone for the corner. The pass is broken up, incomplete. Looking for Dansby in the right corner of the end zone.
Just a little bit too much on it, ball in there, just a little bit too long.
Farrell Hemphill there to break up the pass. Bring up 2nd down and 10. 6:49 to go in the ball game. Tigers leading at 28-9. Tigers can deal with this, kind of exchanging body blows.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of going back and forth.
Now, at this juncture, you can. Now, when you got a one-score lead, you can't afford to do this, but still like to see them put some more points on the board just to solidify this thing.
2nd and 10 from the 16. Snap is back. Mitchell will hand it off. No, Kiefer coming left. Has room to the 15 to the 10. Slips down about the 6-yard line. That'll be up for Five-Star Commonwealth's 1st down. The Tigers in the Miller Stars red zone. It'll be this runs out of bounds just shy of the 1st down, it looks like then. And so, we're going to stop it to play. And I have no idea for what. So we're ready for play now. Steps out shy of the 1st down will be 3rd down and 3 at about the 9-yard line. Mitchell in the gun. Lob receiver to the right. Wide out to the left. Man in motion, Kashawn Raven. Snap back in the gift to Raven. Breaks the tackle. Has home to the 5. To the goal line. Touchdown, Kashawn Raven. Kashawn Raven takes it in a 9-yard touchdown run.
And he just scampered his way. And, of course, I said every week they call him the glitch. And the glitch, that's what he did. He just pretty much just scampered and danced his way into the end zone from 9 yards out. And that could go a long ways in this Battle of the Bell.
Tigers now lead over a 20-point lead with 6.5 minutes to go. Extra point to come from Hagen Land. Good snap and hold. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Tigers lead Cameron 35-9 in the 2020 Battle of the Bell. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger football from the Rockdale Country Club broadcast booth on KRXT. Stay with us.
Wow, that was huge.
Community people, community people.
With automatic savings, you don't even have to think about saving money. You tell us the amount, and we'll deduct it from your checking account every month. It grows faster than you'd think. Start saving automatically. See us today. Citizens National Bank. Member FDIC. Community people you know.
Community people, you know.
Pruitt Insurance, located in the Texas Plaza in Rockdale, is a third-generation independent insurance agency that has been serving the insurance needs of Rockdale, Milam, and surrounding counties since 1981. Pruitt Insurance represents over 40 insurance companies, including names like Holheim Prairie, Germania, Travelers, Progressive, and Safeco. Stop by their office or call them today at 512-446-9600 to see how they can help you with your insurance program. Pruitt Insurance, a Rockdale tradition.
From the Rockdale Country Football broadcast booth, Jay Davis at your Whiteside with you. The Rockdale Tigers lead the Cameron Yoemen 35-9 in the 2020 Battle of the Bells. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Tigers getting ready for the kickoff. We'll get the touchdown summary in just a moment. And we'll kick it off. Kind of a dribbling kick. Taken by the Yoemen on the return to the 30 and brought down is Iverson Braziel. And brought down there. And so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Let's get the touchdown summary with AJ.
The Rockdale Tigers took over on a punt, and it ended up at the 34-yard line, the Yoe 34-yard line. 34-yard drive, 10 plays, and ended up with a nifty 9-yard touchdown run by Keyshawn Raven. Land's kick was good again, and the Tigers increased their lead to 35. It's Rockdale 35 and the Cameron Yoemen 9.
With 6:23 to go in the ball game. Cameron 1st and 10 for their own 33. The shotgun snap is back. Quick pass right side complete. To about the 38-yard line.
And they did
the receiver, receiver, Tavarius Crittenden, brought down inbounds. Clock. I guess he did get it.
I guess he did. I thought
clock stopped. 6:17 to go in the ball game. 2nd down at about 6. In the gun from the right hash. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Snap is back. Back to throw. Pass right side. 100 to his intended receiver, incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got to give the Tiger defenders and that defensive line a whole lot of credit. They are applying just enough pressure on Zeinhardt that he's not getting the ball to his targets like he wants. And, of course, give the cover man some credit also. They've been all over the place blanketing these speedy receivers.
So 3rd and 6. Cameron from their own 37. Snap is back. Zeinhardt will throw right side complete to the 40. Like to tackle his own first down, 45 midfield, and then pushed out of bounds about the 49-yard line in Tiger territory. 1st down for the Yoemen.
And, of course, clock continues to he got out of bounds. But and Tigers don't mind with the stuff that's underneath, but on that particular play, it was just a missed tackling by the Rockdale Tigers. Of course, you can still don't want to do that. You still need to wrap up. Still got some time left in the ball game. You got a pretty decent lead, though.
1st and 10 from the 49 of the Tigers. Back to throw. Pressure. Hit as he throws. And the pass falls incomplete. That looked like a pick 6 waiting to happen, but it just falls incomplete.
And I just love pressure. I love watching football just like pressure. I used to just like sacks, but pressure can get the same thing accomplished also.
Yeah, you get the pressure on the quarterback. He has to rush his throw. It can lead to errant throws. It can lead to turnovers. Just the possibility is endless.
And that one, he had a receiver there, but just did not have, could not hold on to the ball long enough to actually pinpoint where he wanted the ball to go.
2nd and 10 for the 49. Here's the handoff coming right across the 45 to about the 43-yard line on that jet sweep on the carrier Farrell Hemphill. They'll bring out the third down. And about 5 to go. 5:47 to go in the ball game. The Battle of the Bell. Tigers leading at 35-9. For a moment there, with the reduced crowd, everything, I'm just not used to it being that quiet at the Battle of the Bell.
It looks kind of strange, though. We understand the situation.
Just the circumstances. We're
but
in
a whole lot of people watching, that's for
third
sure.
down and 4, absolutely. 3rd and 4 for the Yeomen. From the 48, snap is back. Under pressure. Ziner rolling and throwing the pass down the right sideline, out of bounds, incomplete. Smart thing to do. He was outside the pocket, so he just needed to throw it anywhere along the sideline, out of bounds.
And of course,
bring up 4th down.
Ziner has been pretty much running for his life most of the night. But, I mean, that's just something I said on the onset of the broadcast that I thought that the Tigers had to do, because this kid, he's tall and lanky, and he can get the football down the field.
Yeah, well, flying we didn't see, but they're put away to shoot up a total penalty flag called against the Tigers for roughing the passer.
Wow.
I guess that play went to the sideline, and then he went out of bounds, and I guess there was an extra shove there, so the penalty is assessed against the Tigers. Put away to shoot up a total penalty. So 1st and 10 for the Yeomen at the 28. 5:42 to go in the game. Tigers lead 35-9. Snap is back. Ziner back to throw. Pressure. Throws it down the right side. Jump ball. At the goal line, the pass is intercepted by the Tigers.
Took it away.
And guess who it is? Kashawn Raven making the big play once again.
Took it away. He basically just took that away from the Cameron Yoe receiver. Both of the guys went up, and, of course, the receiver just a little taller, I believe, than Keyshawn, but he was not going to be denied. He went up and got that ball, and, of course, he may have just seal this thing up.
Very possibly. And what did we just talk about? The pressure. Forced him to step up. He didn't get everything on it that he wanted, and so the ball came up a little bit short, and Ray was able to go up and get the ball.
Exactly.
Let's watch it on replay here on our video feed.
And, of course, that's why I think that's why they started that stat as pressures. You know, you just have sacks, but they have a new stat, particularly in college and the NFL.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 20. Handoff Valdez on 1st and 10 up the middle, out to about the 25-yard line. That's gain of about 5. Bring up 2nd down, and Valdez comes up. He comes up gimpy. He's shaking up.
And been watching Valdez a long time, and of course, this is actually his 4th year on varsity, because a lot of people don't know that when the Tigers made the 2017 run to the state championship, he actually was on that team. I know he played during some of the playoff games. I remember he made a touchdown in the Woodville game. So this kid has been around.
He's shaking up, and he's going to walk off the field. He was kind of limping off, and now he's not really limping. He's just kind of being supported coming off. But something happened late in the 3rd quarter when he kind of went down awkwardly, I think, and that's been affecting him ever since.
And of course, Coach Eugene Beavers, the trainer, I still call him Coach, though. He went out and taking care of Mr. Raven.
He just kind of helps him walk off. Now they're going to look at him there. So, Tigers with a 2nd down and 5 now. Snap is back. Handoff, Davion Scott up the middle. Out to about the 30-yard line. Going to be very close to a 1st down. Going to be just short. So, 3rd down in the yard for the Tigers. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 4:35 to be precise. Tigers lead 35-9 over the Cameron Yeomen in the Battle of the Bell. 3rd down and 1 from their own 29. Tigers just happy to let time run off the clock here. Snap is back. And off to Scott. Bounces out wide left. Has room 30-35 up the middle 40. And then hauled down across the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for a 5-star call. Watch 1st down for the Tigers.
And, of course, Jay, we talked about this at the beginning of the game. Not a whole lot of people had given the Rockdale Tigers a chance in this football game, and I'm just going to say, really, I just did not see that. I just thought that the Tigers could come out and play well because, as I said before, this is the same football team that everybody was raving about at the beginning of the year. Same group, and they just have to get it together. Still some things they got to solidify and work on, but looking pretty good tonight.
1st and 10 from the 45 in the gun. Snap is back, and off Scott. Trying to find room right side. Brought down about the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And of course, more importantly now, the Tigers running the football. Clock is continuing to wind down.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye on the clock and snapping it with less than 10 seconds to go on the play clock. They're trying to milk this clock here. Try to just wrap this thing up, get the victory. Even their record at 3-3 overall.
But more importantly, they could even their record at 1-1 in district.
Evan Mitchell at quarterback in the gun. Snap back. Wants to keep over the left side in some trouble. And a host of yeomen there to bring him down.
Evan Mitchell, the ball carrier.
Looks like I'm keeping an eye on the sideline here on Cameron Valdez. Looks like they're just trying to kind of, stretch him out and kind of work out the, maybe the calves or things like that. I'm just trying to get him kind of loosened up a little bit there. 3rd down and 10 now for the Tigers. 2:18 to go in the game. Tigers leading at 35-9. This is going to be a big win for the Rockdale Tigers. Snap is back. Low snap and a give to Scott over the left side. Across the 45 to about the 49-yard line. Going to be short. They're going to punt it away, but that's the thing for the Tigers is they're glad to see that clock running.
Exactly, and of course that play was pretty much doomed from the start. If I saw that correctly, I think the ball was bobbled. It was a low snap to begin with, but really that play was dead from the start for the Rockdale Tigers.
So Tigers line up. They bluff like they're going to go for it. Now they'll back away and Mitchell will punt it. There's a snap, and the punt is away. Comes to the near side. Bouncing down across the 10, out of bounds about the 8-yard line. The 10 to the Yeomen back.
Good job.
There.
Really good punt by Toby Mitchell.
So it looked like it may be a Happy and a Joyce interview with head coach Jacob Kempsey. This would be his first battle of the Bell victory for the Rockdale Tigers as a head coach, that is.
Yeah, the first win of the Battle of the Bell on the first try. Coach Jeff Miller, I hate to keep going back to that, but he's the most recent.
That's really, what we do.
He set a standard, and, he came up victorious in the Battle of the Bell so many times. Let's see, trying to add it up. 07, 09, 11, 14. That's 4.
14.
And then
16 and 17.
That's 6. Mm-hmm. So you're talking 6 and 13 years. There's been no other coach, or no other Rockdale coach has had that much success in the Battle of the Bell.
And a lot of people will not point to that when they talk about the they like to talk about the lopsidedness of the Battle of the Bell victories, though, but no one wants to, they don't want to condense that into the last 10 years, 10, 15 years or so. This thing has pretty much been even out in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, it really has, and Tigers they come out with just a lot more confidence. It used to be when they come out in this game, one thing go wrong and they just melt. It's kind of like what Coach Kempsey was talking about, with this team previously, but with Miller got that turned around, and it's like Kempsey's continuing that, just being able to just, being confident that they can come out and compete against Cameron and do well. Cameron 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line, a deep ball on the right side. It's jump ball, and it's intercepted on the return to the 25 to the 20. Kashawn Raven once again to the 5, to the goal line. Exclamation point.
Wow.
Touchdown, Kashawn Raven. Wow, indeed.
Oh, it's too late to close the barn door. The horse is out. Wow.
That's going to be, I don't know how long it was.
Well,
about 35
yeah,
yards or so.
let's call it 35. We were kind of ranting and raving there. But I want to add also about the turnaround in this Battle of the Bell. Back in 2014, when Yoe opened up the brand new stadium, I believe that's when it was, the Tigers went over and won that Battle of the Bell that year. And I distinctly remember Coach Miller said, this is for all of Rockdale. This game, we no longer come over here or play them hoping to win. We expect to win.
Yep, that change of mentality. And, the Tigers started to develop some doubts this year, but Campsey's really got them going now with this game. Extra point, good snap and hold. The kick is on the way. And the kick is good. Time on the field. 1:07 to go in the Battle of the Bell. 42-9. The Rockdale Tigers lead the Cameron Yeomen. For the Rockdale Country Football Broadcast booth, you're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on KRXT. Stay with us.
Rockdale Welding Supply at 2004 West Cameron Avenue has everything that the professional as well as novice welder needs. And they're your only local supplier of medical oxygen, which you can pick up 6 days a week. They're open Monday through Fridays from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 8 to noon. So you don't have to travel out of town for your medical oxygen. It's right here in Rockdale at Rockdale Welding Supply. Come by and see Randy or Scott at Rockdale Welding Supply. Give them a call at 512-446-2810 or stop by and see them at 2004 West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale.
Winstone U.S. Data Center in Rockdale is proud to be part of the Rockdale Tiger football broadcast this year. Rockdale ISD is a leader in the state of Texas with their academic and athletic programs for students, just as Winstone is a leader in data processing. Winstone, operated by a competent team of professionals with its cutting-edge data center, is providing jobs for Central Texas.
From the Rockdale Country Football Broadcast booth, Jay Davis, AJ Whiteside with you. And I tell you, AJ, can we go ahead and get the touchdown summary in right there?
Oh, let's do it. Easy. 35-yard interception. Pick six for Keyshawn Raven, 42-9. Kick was good. Tigers, wow.
Indeed, and there's whistles and put on the penalty flags down on the kickoff. AJ's going to make his way down to talk with Coach Jacob Campsey in our postgame. Tigers rolling on this one, 42-9. And looks like the flags. The Tigers sideline is just asking for noise from the crowd as the bell is going to come over to the Rockdale side. How about that? So, a violation, the penalty against the Tigers, put on a penalty. And so, not sure what the penalty was. The Tiger fans and students have the bell now. They're making some noise. Tigers ready for the kickoff. Here's a pop-up kick. Taken by the Yeomen at the 33. Cross to about 35 to about the 38-yard line. Walk around about 39. So, with 1:05 to go in the game, Tigers leading at 42-9. So, this will make, if you kind of look at it, this will be the third win in 5 years in the Battle of the Bell for the Tigers. Lots of excitement along the sideline, on the stands. Of course, hugs on the sideline. What a showing by the Rockdale Tigers. Cameron Valdez has his helmet on, but I don't think he's going to go in here. They were looking at him, checking, make sure he's all right. But anyway, Cameron first and 10. Here's a handoff up the middle, and the running back is swamped and pushed backward for several yards loss. Will bring up second down. 36, Keyshawn Johnson on the carry. 49 seconds left. Tigers lead 42-9 over the Cameron Yeomen. What a showing by the Rockdale Tigers tonight. Clock running down, 35 seconds. 14 seconds on the play clock. One more snap probably will do it. Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. Keyshawn Johnson across midfield, brought down about the 47-yard line. And with 17 seconds left, clock running down. Celebration time in Rockdale. 7 seconds, with 6, with 5, with 4. The bell is coming back home. Here's a snap and one more play for the Yeomen. And here go the Tiger players. They're going for the bell right now. They're going to run for it. As the ball game is over, the Rockdale Tigers win in a big way over the Cameron Yeomen. 42-9, the final. The Rockdale Tigers defeat the Cameron Yeomen and win the 2020 Battle of the Bell. And so we'll take a break and come back and tell you about this game in just a moment. Let's have to kind of split up all the celebration there as the Tigers celebrating around the bell. Going to be coming back across the river, back over to here to Rockdale for a year. We'll come back and tell you about this game in a moment from the Rockdale Country Club broadcast booth. You listen to Rockdale Tiger football on KRXT. Stay with us.
Perry & Perry Builders has been specializing in commercial, structural, and miscellaneous steel since 1972, and they've completed projects in Alabama, Georgia, Nevada, Louisiana, Wyoming, and all over the state of Texas. They're based out of downtown Rockdale, and they'd like to take a moment to encourage our young men and women of the Central Texas area, and they're proud to support the Rockdale Tigers and help bring you tonight's game right here on KRXT.
Julio's Mexican Restaurant, 1533 West Cameron Avenue in Rockdale, is proud to be a supporter of the Rockdale Tigers. Open 7 days a week, Julio's has real Tex-Mex food. All of your favorites, including lunch specials, Monday through Friday, 11 till 3. Open late on Friday and Saturday, too.
Minutes later, Cameron on the board on a 50-yard touchdown run by William Bynum. Cameron missed a extra point 2 and made it 66. And so the Tigers, both teams just kind of traded body blows, as we said, for a while. Then with 9:16 going first half, Sean Raymond intercepts the fourth down pass. Cameron fourth down pass and returns it up the sideline to midfield. And that would set the Tigers up. 7 minutes later, 7-1 in the first half. A 30-yard touchdown run by Cameron Valdez. It's going to give it a 13-6.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Tigers come out on the Tigers get the touchdown there. 7-1 to go in the first half. Then they held that one-score lead, and then we've got something going on here on the near side. I'm not sure what exactly the story is. We've got medical folks and this is concerning. This is goodness. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to shake this out here. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. They've got Coach Campsey is standing over there. And so I'm not sure exactly what the story is, but in any case, I'm going to finish my wrap-up here. And I'm not sure. We may just wait till a little bit later to talk to Coach Campsey. It may be there's something there's something of medical concern right here. I can't even see who it is or anything else. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with the what I've got here, the wrap up of the game. We showed a 30-yard touchdown run by Cameron Valdez, made it 13-6, 7-1 to go in the first half. Then an 8-yard touchdown run by Keshawn Raven. That made it 20-6 with 49 seconds to go in the first half. And Cameron got a big return down to the Rockdale 9 in the closing seconds of the first half. That set up a 25-yard field goal and made it 20-9. Rockdale with the lead at halftime. But the Tigers got a big turn of momentum again in the third quarter. Start of the third quarter. Cameron fumbled the kickoff. It was recovered by the Tigers at the Cameron 33-yard line. That set up an 11-yard touchdown run by Mitchell, by Tiger quarterback Kobe Mitchell. And that made it 28-9. Two-point conversion pass to Danby was good, made it 28-9. Tigers, that was 7:32 to go in the third quarter. Tigers found pay dirt again in the fourth quarter. A 9-yard touchdown run by Keshawn Raven. Extra point good, made it 35-9. With 6.5 minutes to go in the game. And then with that pretty much locked it up with 107 to go in the ball game. Keshawn Raven intercepts a pass and returns it about 35 yards for the touchdown. And that locked it up. 42-9 was the final. The Tigers get the victory. And so I'll tell you what, we'll take a break and come back. We may not have a post-game with Coach Campsey at this moment. We're going to take a break and come back, and I think we're probably going to wrap up a broadcast as they deal with whatever medical situation is going on right down there. And so we'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're listening to Rockdale Tiger Football on KRXT. Stay with us.
Midway Grocery is a proud supporter of Rockdale Tiger sports, boys and girls. Jim and Shelley Eanes stand ready to serve you. They're open at 446 Murray in Rockdale with grocery products, candy, chips, and your favorite beverages. You can also find your favorite newspaper at Midway Grocery. 446 Murray, proudly supporting all Rockdale high school sports. Winnie L. Nursing and Rehabilitation in Cameron at 2104 North Carnes offers skilled nursing care and rehabilitation services. They offer short-term care, long-term care, physical therapy, hospice care, and respite care, accepting Medicaid, Medicare, and private pay. Call 254-697-4985 or go to their website, www.winnielnursing.com. Get the respect you deserve with the experienced, tough, trustworthy attorneys at Capolino, Dodd, Krebs, and Cameron. These attorneys get serious results for folks and their families who are unfortunately involved in a serious accident or wrongful death or things like truck wrecks, asbestos, and other product cases, birth injuries, and auto deaths. Check out their qualifications at respectforyou.com, and you'll want to call them today at 254-697-4965. That's 254-697-4965. There is no charge for a consultation. So get some respectforyou.com. Make every cookout an event to remember with propane outdoor cookers and grills made in Texas and available at Texas Propane in Rockdale. At Texas Propane, they have mobile and stationary carts with dual and triple burners to suit your style of cooking, deep fryers and grills that can be used to smoke your favorite meats. And with propane, you always get an even flame for the best cooking. Come in today to Texas Propane on Highway 77 at 79 in Rockdale or call 512-446-4949.
From the Rockdale Country Club broadcast booth, Jay Davis with you. Rockdale wins the Battle of the Bell 42-9 is the final. And the word is, what I've understood, is that it's a player is having a seizure on the near side, or had a seizure on this near sideline. That's what brought the medical attention. So they're going to tend to him and do what and take care of whatever needs to be done there. Coach Jacob Campsey, of course, is focused in dealing with that, and so we're not going to worry about the post-game interview. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. The final 42-9, the Rockdale Tigers defeat the Cameron Yeomen. I want to say a big thanks to Ronnie Castore back at the KRXT studios and A.J. Whiteside for helping us bring you this game tonight. Tigers victorious and bringing the bell back home. 42-9 is the final. Rockdale Tigers defeat the Cameron Yeomen. They've won the bell for the third time in 5 years in this rivalry. I'm Jay Davis. This has been a KRXT Sports presentation. Good night from Tiger Field on Rockdale, Texas.